morning, dear students. Today we are going to start our revision for half yearly with Social Studies, Civics, Chapter 24, Democracy. Dear students, in this chapter we will discuss about democracy. What is democracy? How many types of democracy are there? What is the essential part of democracy? And types of the government or many forms of the government also we will discuss in this chapter. Let's begin our revision. Forms of government. Dear students, at first we will talk about forms of government. Then from ancient time we know that many types of governments are there. Like in ancient time, kings and queens rules for the kingdom or any provincial state or provincial states. We know that about that thing. Dear students, when rule done by any kings or queen, that is known as absolute monarchy. And one thing mentioned here, dictatorship. Dear students, dictatorship means when a powerful ruler or a powerful person starts to rule in a state or in a provincial state, that is known as dictatorship government. It's made by king or queen and it's made by a powerful person. Now we will talk about democracy. Dear students, it is the famous form of the government, democracy, because in this form of the government, the rulers are chosen by the people only. For that is known as chosen by people, and directly or indirectly they are take part in that thing. Now we will talk about that how democracy is divided into two parts, direct or indirect. Dear students, when the representatives are directly elected or chosen by the people, that is known as direct democracy. We know that, like in municipal election, like in state government election, like in central government election. Whenever election is going to be held, then you choose your ward member, MLA or MP. But to choose at first you choose your ward member. After that, your ward member choose the municipal chairman, and you choose your MLA, and MLA choose CM for your state. You choose your MP, and MP choose Prime Minister. Dear students, whenever you are choosing directly MP, MLA, and ward member, that is called direct democracy. But when a representative chosen by you elect anyone else like PM, CM, or anyone else like a municipal chairman, that is known as indirect democracy. Dear students, is known as indirect democracy because in this one you are also taking part but indirectly. Because of that, you chosen that type of representative that's are take part in the indirect democracy, so it is known as indirect democracy. We know that direct democracy and indirect democracy both are very useful in democratic country. Now democracy. Dear students, democracy means we can say that rule by the people, for the people, to the people, because rulers are chosen by people only, for the people and to the people. There are laws and everything whatever made by them, representatives or something like that, legislature system or whatever they are made by them, that's also for the people only. So we can say that it is the better form of the government. It's replacing many countries. And in democracy we know that whenever a country is going to be democratic, we have to face many types of problem, because in ancient time Greece doesn't give rights to their women's, and we can say that Dalits for taking part in an election. And if we talk about giving that type of rights, then New Zealand is at the topmost, because New Zealand is the only one country who gives rights to their citizens equally for taking part in election process. So we can say that New Zealand is the first one country who gives the rights to taking part in election system or election. Participation of people. Dear students, if people are going to be participate directly and positively in democracy, then democracy will be success, because that's ruled by you only. If any type of problem you are facing, then you have directly that embed, and you take impeachment for that thing, and you can remove that representative from his seat. You have rights for that thing. So we can say that if you are taking part in election properly, directly, then you can make a government, democracy government, then that will be successful. Otherwise you are simply going and taking putting vote or something like that, that doesn't mean democracy. Democracy means you have to choose that type of candidate whichever make any type of decision for in favor of our country, in favor of our city, in favor of our state, then democracy will be succeeded. Dear students, democracy is the main and most form of the government, but now in these days we face many type of problems, because many politicians make any type of corruption or any type of that thing we are facing now in these days, because of our unawareness, because we don't know about our rights, what's are our right, what we have to do when any representative didn't work for our city or for our state. So for that thing we are facing that type of problem. If we are familiar to that type of rights whichever given to us by our constitution, then that will be succeeded, then democratic government will be succeeded. Otherwise we have to face that type of problems in our earlier time also and in our future time also. Our coming generation also facing that type of problems. Because of that we have to make aware to them for democracy, which type of rights they have. If any type of problems they are facing, then what they have to do, that type of things we have to mention to people. Then actively participation by the people make the democratic country or democracy successful. Otherwise it doesn't mean, because many corrupted peoples or many richest person take part in the election and in the democratic system, in election system, and they simply start to rule. Because we know that already who have enough money, they are taking part in the election system and they ruled by their power, they ruled by their richness only. For that thing, if we want to make successful democratic government, then we have to aware for the representative, which type of representative we have to select. It's depend on us. Without discrimination of caste, without discrimination of religion, without discrimination of birthplace, without discrimination of color, you have to choose that type of people, then democracy will be successful. If you are facing that type of things like it's belong to my caste, so I have to vote them, so I have to elect them, then democracy not will be succeeded, because it's make us sensible for that thing, and that doesn't mean that be useful for the government. At first you have to watch the representative is able to work for government, representative is able to make successful our government, then you have to select that. Now in these days we are facing that type of things like many chairmen, many MLAs, MPs are like that in our country. In democratic country we can facing in many countries something is happen, because they are unaware about that thing. So illiterate politicians are also there, so we have to make aware about that thing, we have to take part actively, and we have to remove that type of MLAs, MPs or something like that. That is, then it will be successful. Now students, we will talk about democratic society. Democratic society means that type of society, in that society nothing discrimination we can face. Now in these days also we are facing many type of discrimination regarding color, regarding caste, regarding religion, regarding sex. Many type of religion many type of discrimination we are facing, like he is man, she is women. She is women, so she doesn't take part in any election. It is a man thing. And according to constitution already that criteria or reservation is given for that women's, men's, and category wise reservation also given. So we have to face that type of thing, and after that we have to take part actively, because it is a major part of our country. If we are ruling our country actively or successfully, then our country will be successful or developed. Otherwise we are facing that type of things in our now in this days, that will be same continuously, because we are thinking like that it is not our part, why I have to change it. That type of thing in our only we are thinking about like that it is our country's part, why I have to face that type of things. All are not speaking for that thing, then why I have to speak? Dear students, not think about like that. We have to actively take part in democracy, and we have to make democratic society. Like you don't have to be discrimination regarding caste, regarding color, regarding birthplace, or regarding anything else. Nothing discrimination we have to face in democratic society. Means that type of society we have to establish in that society. No discrimination will be there. Then democracy will be succeeded. Now economic society. Dear students, here economic society is also mentioned. Economic society means every person have equal rights to employ. Every person have equal rights to employ. Every person have equal right to employ means you have equal chance to getting your employment. Means that doesn't mean you have to earning 10 rupees, then other friend also have to earn 10 rupees. You are fully free for earning. You are fully free for that thing. It's depend on you how much money you are earning in your life. That's depend on you only. Economic society, that word is also economic society means you have equal right. If any rich person is there, he have right to settle any industry, then you also have same right for that thing. There will be no discrimination according to money, according to level, according to caste. That is known as economic society means everyone have equal rights to earning money, everyone have equal rights to employ in our country. That is known as economic society. Dear students, once again I am going to revise form of government. Three type of government are there. Absolute monarchs means that rule by kings or queen. Dictatorship rule by a powerful person. Democracy chosen representative chosen by people only, by the people, to the people, for the people. A beautiful definition given by Abraham Lincoln. After that, democracy, I already explained, means actively take part of the person, participation of people. Dear students, without participation of people actively, democracy will not be succeeded. Democratic society, we have to phase out that type of discrimination. All type of discrimination, all type of social evils we have to remove out from our society. Then democratic society will be established. Economic society means when a person is going to be employed equally to another one, then economic society will be established. Dear students, it's about democracy. Thank you.